Hey, hey, hey. What it do, what it do? This is your boy once again, KQKC Boxing Network. Ha, wow. Throwing down on another video. Yes, Errol Spence. He's going to give you a little insight on how to break down Manny Pacquiao. It's pretty much a game plan that he is tending to use. And we're going to talk about it right after this. All right. I am back with another one. Now, just to make this quick, I will be on today, this morning, the call-in show at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. That's 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, I'd like to see everyone there showing that love for the KQKC Boxing Network. We are grinding, we are building, and we're building block by block. And that's what we're doing. We're making that pyramid. We laying that foundation. We already laid that foundation. Now we're building that pyramid. Brick by brick, baby. Errol Spence Jr. Manny Pacquiao. August the 21st. Old Lion versus Young Lion. That's right. Errol Spence, according to Manny Pacquiao, and I quote, and you know my phrase, unmotherfucking quote. He believes that Errol Spence is the best at 147. And that's why he wants to fight him. He's seen how he fight, according to Derrick James. When he went and seen him fight, he said, man, that guy can fight. Well, I beg the difference. Manny Pacquiao might be a senator. Manny Pacquiao might be a lot of motherfucking things. He 8 division champion, all that. But he ain't no damn fool. He knows that Errol Spence Jr. is the cash motherfucking cow. Right? Now, I don't know about Manny, but if I was Manny Pacquiao, I would do my homework. Do you understand me? Some other people. See, if you know how many pay-per-views buys that Errol Spence have done every time he do a fight, it's pay-per-view, right? And how many ads he put in the seats, right? Gate, everything, all right? How many homes he show up in, right? Yes, all that good shit, right? Well, he gets an A+ for that. And Manny Pacquiao, he said, hey, man, I want a piece of that. I got to get that. Now, on the other flip side, all right, Manny Pacquiao is going like on a farewell tour. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. That's what he's doing. He's doing exactly that. He visiting police departments. He going into crowds, and he's stopping by neighborhoods and just stop and wave and shit. Give a couple autographs and get back on the bus. You know, shit like that. You know, and that's what people do when they know, or probably know, that it's gonna be the last fight. I say maybe have one more and call it quits. But it depends on what Errol takes out of him, if he takes anything out of him. Something to think about. Now, keep in mind, now, Errol Spence is very soft-spoken, all right? No doubt about that. And he usually is selective of what he says. Yeah, okay, in other words, he's not a Charlo. He's not a Jamel. He's not a hothead. He ain't one to talk shit. That's not him. Now, he will talk shit to you if you talk shit to him, but really, and really, realistically, he was raised correctly. He's not flashy. He doesn't wear all these diamond chains and shit like that, you know. I mean, he probably got a few, but he's not flashy. You know, he's not showing off his houses and cars and shit like that. And I know he got money. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You know? So, ahead of the biggest fight of his career against Manny Pacquiao at the T-Mobile Arena. That's in Las Vegas. That can be August 21st. All right. Now, the game plan that he said he wanted to just offer a little glimpse into. Of course, he's not going to tell us all. He's not going to tell us everything he's going to do because, like I say, Manny might be from the Philippines. Manny might be bilingual, but goddamn it, he probably going to read bilingual, all right? So he's not dumb, and he's very smart. His team is very smart. His trainer, Derrick James, former trainer of the year, is smart. So, the game plan. He said, I need to make sure I'm 100% focused from the first to the 12th round. Now, boom, stop there. People, and I'm not talking about my supporters. I'm talking about the Errol Spence family. I'm talking about the Pacquiao family. When you have two gentlemen at the high point of their career, don't fuck them with no petty shit. Don't distract them with no petty shit. Because a lot is riding on this. And it all falls on Errol Spence's shoulder. Like I told you. And I'm going to keep telling you this. I've been telling you this for the last year. And I was pretty much comparing him to Terrence Crawford. But we're just going to talk about the man Errol Spence. He picked up that cross just like Jesus. And he carried it. He picked up those hard fights. And he carried them. And he carried them to victory. There's something to say about a young man that raised by a good mother and father. A father that worked all his life and still came home to take him to amateur fighting matches. Remember, he wasn't a local international. Local amateur. He was an international amateur. So they had to go to different cities and shit. Now, keep in mind, they was a middle-class family. Middle-class family don't have money like that to burn. All right? So, just to give you an idea, just to give you a sense of direction that he's going. Now, let's get back to it. All right? Now, of course, we know he got to stay focused for 12 rounds. All right? And he has to lock it in. All right? Now, for each 3 minutes to fight and dictate the pace. Okay? That's correctly. You cannot let Manny Pacquiao dictate the pace. You cannot let Errol Spence dictate the pace. Because if you do, you'll find yourself like more of Floyd Mayweather's opponents. They be in awe looking at him while he beating the shit out of them. Manny has to fight his fight. Errol Spence has to fight his. And they, together, can have a successful, all-out boxing match and / brawl. Now, of course, there are going to be some swing rounds in between, I believe. I don't think Errol will go out there and just dominate him and just beat him to a pulp like he did Mikey Garcia. I think he's going to be cautious. Now, keep in mind, Manny Pacquiao does rush in on you. He jumps in and he jumps out. Now, if you can time him correctly, you can catch him as he come in. Because remember, they both are southpaws. But when Manny jumps in with both hands. He swings with the orthodox and the southpaw. So he comes in like that. Then he jump back out. Errol can catch him as he come in, time him, and he can counterpunch his ass when he getting out, if he gets out fast enough. But then again, remember, we're talking about a young Errol Spence versus an older Manny Pacquiao. So, therefore, the counterpunch is there. I think the counterpunch will be there all night. Now, we got to get to the jab. The jab. The jab is the key. Matter of fact, the key to every goddamn fight. Because everything, becomes behind the jab, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, we're going to get back to another thing. Another game plan besides dictating the pace. Focus, okay? Those two things. Now, the third thing that Errol Spence is saying, my height is going to be important. And much as it use my range and my distance. It will make important as much as it comes in and tries to fight. I have to negate. Now, listen at that word. I have to negate what he tries to do. Distance. I always talk to you all about establishing his distance. Establishing his distance. A lot of fighters use that first, second round pretty much to throw away punches, just throwing away. But at the same time, that's what they call measuring. You measuring. Some say stiff arm. You measuring. You're seeing how far it would take when you throw your punches. Will they land? Or do you need to step in a half a step? Or do you have to step in more a half a step? Then you're in enemy territory then. But that's how you establish your distance. That's how you get the time and everything. You can be able to reach them. You can be able to touch them. You see? And then you'll be able to negate him. Because that's what Errol Spence game plan, some of his game plan is. Now let's remind you people, this young man has a toolbox that's full of shit. Now, Manny Pacquiao, we know how he fights. He haven't changed a style since after the Marquez quadruple rematches. So therefore, he is pretty much older now, and he will try to jump in, jump out, jump in, and jump out. Listen, in sparring, bags don't hit back. All right? Y'all can watch him run all goddamn day. All right? That don't mean a damn thing once you get in that ring. Even sparring. Some people say, well, they licked the sparring and this and that. And what's that motherfucking name? Ness, whatever. Well, Ness must don't know boxing. Don't know sparring. Because in sparring, you get that work. Oh, you're going to get that work. That's what the sparring partners are paid to do. Mimic Manny Pacquiao. Yes, I'm quite sure there have been a couple southpaws came in there and mimic Manny Pacquiao. Jumping up and jumping in, jumping out. Good feint. That's what they do. Now, I think it's silly, but I'm going to talk about it anyway as I close. They didn't say nothing about other fighters that got that work like Canelo. Now, if y'all remember, Canelo was getting posted up, goddammit. I mean, really? Inspiring. Now, Tyson Fury, Big Baby Anderson. I mean, he really pretty much got the shit beat out of him in sparring. But we talked about it maybe for a few hours, maybe one day, and just disappeared. You know why? Because they don't give a shit. They want this young man, Errol the True Spence Jr. They want him to lose. They want him to have a loss on his record. But that's not going to happen. Well, at least I hope it don't happen. Because if he does, he would be 27 and 1. Now, remind you, Manny Pacquiao had lost 7 fights in his whole career. Now 7, now 62, 7. That's very impressive. But if you want to impress me, I'd love to see a 1 or a 2 and a 0 on that bitch. That would impress me. In this full-build era, it's extremely hard to unify unless you really, really, really in a position to do so. Now, thank you for your attention. Thank you for all the calls I received from yesterday, and I did get a call back. They are willing to try again. Okay, but it's gonna be a different set of rules, this motherfucker. All right. But anyway, I want to shout out to the LDBC I want to thank you all, and I hope to see y'all today at 10:30 this morning for our live stream. Okay? Our live stream. And our live stream will be a call-in show. That's right. You call in and talk to the singing OG. I've been talking all week, so it's time for your ass to talk. Oh, do you feel me? Do you feel me? So, with that in mind, I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all for being there. I appreciate you all for taking out the time to be there. And I thank you. I thank you very much. So, with that's all I have. So, once again, shout out to the almighty LDBC, and I greet you with that ancient word of peace. And that's Assalamu Alaikum. Peace be unto you. And I'm out of here. All right? Peace.